Ain't nobody got time for that.
Joe Biden was at a dignified transfer of the 13 American soldiers that he slaughtered in Afghanistan. He looked at his watch. This is something that he did do because there's literal video evidence of this. Yet Jen Psaki has decided that she wasn't going to include that, or she was going to lie about that in her book. Jen Psaki has now been forced to retract false claim in her book that Biden did not check his watch during the ceremony for U.S. troops. Ex-White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki is being forced to retract a false claim in her book that Biden didn't check his watch during when the 13 troops were dignified transfer of 13 troops, that his administration got killed. In her May 2024 tome, Say More, Psaki attacked her former boss's critics, ourselves being one of them. ALX, I think that ALX and I were the two people who no, ALX, we got this big massive fact check written about us at the time. We were some of the first people to notice it. Were we not? We were some of the first people to notice this. ALX and I watch all this stuff live. It was a very different show back then. We saw this and we were like, Biden checked his watch. Put it up. And then they all came for us. They were so angry at this. They were so angry at us for saying the truth. Jen Psaki continues her lies, apparently claiming that we were lying about this, even though there's literal video of it. Axios first reported on the book's inaccuracy. Photos, videos, and media fact checkers at the time of the ceremony had already confirmed Biden's heartless action. They had to actually change their fact checks because we fought back, ladies and gentlemen. This is what it was like meeting Joe Biden. This is Stephen Nakui, whose son, who I believe was Corporal Nakui, died in the at the gate there in Afghanistan. That horrific gate that we all knew something awful. You could feel it rising in the pit of your soul. You saw the collapse in Afghanistan. You knew something terrible was going to happen, and indeed it did. 13 American service members did not need to lose their lives. It was totally and completely because of Joe Biden and his jackassery, his suicidal jackassery that any of these soldiers lost their lives. Here's Stephen Nakui, the father of a slain Marine at that gate in Afghanistan, describing what it was like to meet Joe Biden.
It's devastating, but it's not really surprising from this administration and from the people that have worked in it. They continue to lie, to manipulate facts and change, their narratives to support their narratives, and to try to change the history, regardless of what mishaps they've done. And for them to do it at the expense of us, Gold Star parents at a moment that we're grieving the most for our children as they're passing the caskets by. I mean, I couldn't even concentrate on that. I was so focused and so infuriated with our president and the conduct that he was portraying at that dignified transfer that I missed my son being passed into the van.
Yeah, your son Kareem was 20 years old. Unbelievable.
Ladies and gentlemen, that man deserves obviously our respect. This is what happened to us at the time. This was in January of 2022. USA Today reached out to us to try and fact check that Joe Biden didn't look at his watch. Someone named Daniel Funke. There are dozens of us. Got it? Okay. Disgraced USA Today content creator Daniel Funke is trying to fact check a perfectly factual tweet from a few weeks ago. This is the guy who libeled and slandered Gold Star families who lost their children in Kabul to protect Joe Biden. I gave him a comment. I'll post it here. My comment to USA Today was, Dear USA Today content creator, you slandered Gold Star families for being outraged as they witnessed firsthand Joe Biden check his watch during the dignified transfer of deceased children. You sons of bitches. How can you possibly do this? Have you personally apologized to each of them and their families? How can you call yourselves fact checkers when you do not check facts? How do you still have a job after using USA Today to libel Gold Star families? You do not have children, so we do not expect you to empathize with the pain of Gold Star parents, but as a fact checker, you can at least check your facts before lying about military families and disgracing your profession. Yeah. So, and then we went on to completely body this guy, and then he got fired. You know what? Sucks to suck. That's what you say. Sucks to suck. We have the power. We have the power. We can fight back. It is I want to just state on behalf of the team that this is a huge milestone day for us. We believe that we will cross the 2 million mark on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, we appreciate every channel that watches here. We're live on X, we're live on Facebook, we're live on Rumble, we're live on Instagram. We deeply appreciate you no matter where you're watching, and we love you. And we just want to say thank you. We don't take this responsibility lightly. It is a responsibility. It's something that we work like animals for, because we have the same motivation you do. The motivation is to save this country. I got these 3 little kids. That's what I think about every single day when I do the show. That's it. I got a little flower here that my daughters gave me when I went to work today. Maybe we can load up the flower thing. Like my daughters give me a flower every single. I'll just say it. My daughters run up to my car as I'm on my way to the studio, and they give me. Don't worry about it, Alex. Don't worry about it. They give me a flower. Or yeah, okay, fine, load it up. Yeah, they give me a flower. They pluck it out of one of the planters on our porch. We live in the South. Got a front porch, and they run me a flower. And I have it right here. I have a whole pile of them because they pile up every single day. And this is what I look at during the show. This is what this like sits there in front of the show, and it is like a literal physical reminder to me what I'm doing, what we're doing here. We're not doing this for clout. We're certainly not doing this for the approval of strangers. Like, we consider you our family as well. And we just really thank you. 2 million subs on YouTube. That is a massive milestone. And we, again, it is humbling. But the reason why we do this is hopefully can be expressed. And it's probably the same reason why you watch. And it's why we call you fans. It's why we're a community here. It's why we're the Salty Army. We just want to create a better country for our kids. We want to not be a generation that curses like the next generation. We want to create a better America. We want to win as America first, not to lose as America first. I want to save this place for our kids. Like, it's our obligation. It's a moral obligation.